Fighting in Syria should have stopped by now, at least according to the interpretation of the resolution by several council members and the UN Secretariat after Saturday's vote.
Has Security Council Resolution 2401 been implemented? Is there a ceasefire in Syria? No, and no. Have you got any interagency cross-line convoys through to hard-to-reach or besieged areas? No. Have you been given permission to access any of those locations? No. Have you received the necessary facilitation letters for convoys? No.
Sweden, which co-authored the resolution, warned that the clock was ticking. The UK called the lack of implementation unacceptable, while France said the credibility of the Council's resolutions would be undermined if not enacted.
The president of the SNC, Nasser al-Hariri, as well as the main armed groups in eastern Ghouta, have committed to abide by Resolution 2401 and to implement the ceasefire as provided by the resolution. On the contrary, the Syrian regime didn't say a word about it, and moreover is continuing its siege and large-scale military operations with dramatic consequences.
And while being criticized for offering a 5-hour daily pause for humanitarian purposes, Russia defended its decision, pointing to the operative paragraphs of the resolution that call on all parties to cease hostilities without delay and engage immediately to ensure full and comprehensive implementation of this demand. Russia reiterating that any pauses must be agreed to by all parties involved.
Россия объявила об установлении в Восточной Гуте ежедневных
Russia has announced the establishment in eastern Ghouta of daily 5-hour humanitarian pauses. Everything possible is being done to ensure their effective operation, including a temporary medical point. Emergency teams have been organized. Vehicular transportation has been provided. We call upon the UN and the ICRC and other recognized humanitarian organizations to join the efforts that have been undertaken.
The Syrian government has long argued that they are fighting terrorists in rebel-held enclaves, despite widespread reports of civilian casualties, including women and children. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.